Hey there guys, and welcome to another episode of Japan Toys. We're going to be having a look at another Arms Change figure from the Kamen Rider Gaim show. It's the main rider, of course, Kamen Rider Gaim. Name of the show, name of the main guy. Anyway, let's get on and have a look at that little dude now straight away, shall we? I think we shall, yeah. Let's do that. Let's. So let's start the video with looking at Kasaraba Kota's base body form without his lovely orange on his noggin. And if you've seen my Zangetsu review, you know that this body is exactly the same. Obviously the only difference is the colour, and the colour is nice. It's this nice shiny blue with bits of gold on here and there. I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, I guess I could cover his butt flap. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap between his thigh and his butt, which is still a bit weird, but it's not a huge deal. One of the only new things is, obviously on the belt here, we have some lock seeds hanging off his belt, which is kind of cool. Once again, could be painted up if you've got the talent to do so, but it's a nice little detail, which I don't think is on any of the other riders, as far as I'm aware. And the head is, of course, pretty cool, very Gaimy. He's got that lovely swish over the top of his head, and that's really about it. That's the base body. You've seen one, you've seen most of them. For those that don't believe me, here's Zangetsu, so, you know, he's for reals. They're the same. And articulation is, of course, the same. I'll just quickly run through it and show you what's what, just because some people might not know. But yo, once again, if you've seen one of these videos, you've seen all the articulation they can do, but we'll run through it just in case this is somebody's first video. That's it. That's all the articulation, and it does exactly what it needs to do. Speaking of similar things, he also has this blade, which is once again the same as Zangetsu. It's again quite cool, so we'll have a quick run over. Could do with more paint, as mentioned before, but the detail on it is quite nice, and it does, you know, it's exactly how it should look, I guess, apart from needing more paint. This one's a lot straighter as well than Zangetsu's. I guess these ones were put in the box a little bit better, and because of the port and peg, it can go on the side of his belt, just like Zangetsu. I hope I'm not going to say that too much during this video, but you never know, I guess. But yeah, there we go. That's his gun on his belt, as you would expect. And now let's swap over and have a look at the orange arms. So here it is, the orange arms. It's real good. It looks like an orange. It's actually the most solid out of all of the arms we've had. It could do with a bit more paint, of course, but I don't mind, just because all these pieces clip together, there's very few holes, and it just doesn't flop apart, unlike, say, Shin Zangetsu's Energy Melon, which is not very great at all. This is just solid, and it's got a really nice headpiece here as well. Obviously, an orange slice right there, which looks really neat, and looks a lot better than what was it? Baron's. Baron's was kind of poop, really. Let's have a quick look at that. I mean, that's not really banana slice, but, you know, when you look at the orange, it looks like an orange slice, so that's cool. But now let's add the orange arms to his head. I don't think you'd be shocked to say that it goes on exactly how you would suspect, flips and flips and does all that higgery-jiggery pokery stuff. And there you go, you've got your Gaim all orangey up and whatnot. The orange and blue go nicely together, which makes sense because this is a main rider suit, so it's got to pop, it's got to look funky. It does, again, have quite a big backpack, but that, again, at this point, you kind of come to expect that much from these figures, so it's not a huge issue for me. And because of the way the chest transforms, again, he has a bit of a gap between his chest and his actual chest, his armor chest and his real chest, but whatever. And I suppose my only real issue is I don't like how the shoulder pads turned out. I don't think they look amazing. They do the job and could do with the grey paint in there, but they're okay, I guess. Now, guys, in terms of his accessories, he has the Dai Maru here, which is a big old slice of lemon, which could do with a little bit of silver detail, which you could probably do yourself with I don't know, a Sharpie with a fine tip, which I might do, I guess. I don't know, but I'd be tempted just to get in there and make it all pretty-like, because, yo, that's what you should do. It's nice solid plastic as well. It's not like his other sword, which is that floppy kind of material. And speaking of said sword, let's pop it off. And of course, what you can do is you can combine them, because that's what you could do in the show, is, you know, port and peg and clip, and they snap together quite nicely and they don't flop apart. And it looks quite cool, you know, it looks like how it should. And yeah, you have the option to either hold it in the top or the bottom handle, I suppose, depending on whatever way you want to do, if you want to be show accurate or if you just want to roll like a ninja. So how about we just put this in his hand, just to give you an example of what he looks like when he's cutting up fools with his double sword with an orange on the end, because it's fruit samurais. It's just what happened in Gaim. You just gotta accept it, because it's awesome. Watch the show, seriously, guys. I guess you could also say that the shoulder pads reduce the articulation a little bit, but not to a huge degree, I might add. So is Gaim worth getting? I mean, if you like the other Armour Change stuff, then yes, he is the main character. This is his original form. He's successful. He does everything he should. There's no huge hampering of articulation or anything really. So yeah, why not get yourself a Gaim and start rocking with an orange, and then you can, if you want, slap this orange onto other people's heads, or hey, I don't know, slap the other fruit onto his head, and then yo, playability factor dramatically increases and rockets through the roof, just like any of these toys really. So yeah, I totally am down with Gaim. I need more of these dudes, as I'm sure everybody knows. So I guess until next time, guys, I will catch you later for some more Gaimu. Well, that's this video done, and if you're interested on any more Gaimu kind of toys or anything else, there are a couple of links here which you can click on and get some more Andy action in your life if you require it. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?